All right, now we're going to take a look at edit mode now. What is edit mode? What we saw, how to transform our objects in what is called object mode. You can see that right here, we're in a mode called object mode, and this allows for you to manipulate the object as a whole. But what about if you want to change the structure of the object? Well, there's a magical button, and it's called edit mode, which you could access right here, or hit the tab key to go in and out of object and edit mode. And now when you go in edit mode, you can see we have a bunch of new options here. And also our cube looks a little funny. It has little dots everywhere, and it's highlighted in a light orange-yellow color. Now this is called edit mode, and it's basically comprised of three different things. It's comprised of vertices you could see up here on the top left, vertices, edges, and faces. Right now we're on vertex select mode, and a vertex is these little points right here. We could select it and move it around with G and rotate them and scale them as well. Now if we hold down the Shift key and left-click on another one, we could select two of them and then rotate scale or move these as well. How cool is that? Now we can make our cube look like a arrow, I guess. And just like that, we've created a new shape now. We could also go to edge mode. As you can see right here, it selects the edges. Now, you could select an edge one of two ways. You could go to edge mode and select an edge, or you could go to vertex mode and select two vertices. And by default, it selects the edge. And then we have face select mode, which, as you guessed it, selects the face of the object. Now, believe it or not, pretty much all characters, including humans and stuff, start out from a cube. And then with the cube, you go into edit mode and start moving around the faces. How crazy is that? Yep, humans come from cubes. That is our origin, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I probably offended a bunch of people. All right, moving on. So we have edit mode right here, vertex, edge, and face select mode. And now let's take a look at a couple options that are very useful in edit mode. We have extrusion, so they extrude tool, basically extrudes out whatever you're selecting. Let's select this face right here. And if we hit the EKI, you could see it extrudes out that face, and then we could do that again and boom, check that out. And we could do that however we want and extrude out faces. You could also extrude out edges or vertices. If we extrude this edge, you could see it, extrudes it, and boom. Now when you extrude, for example, face, you could see it, grabs it along this face, normal right here shown by the blue line. So the face normal is basically the perpendicular angle of the face. You can see right here. Since the face is like this, the face normal will be facing that way. This face is right here. Well, if we extrude this, the face normal will be going this way, as you can see right there. Now, if you don't want it moving along the face normal, all we have to do is once we extrude it right, click to unconfirmed, and it will still be extruded right here. And then you could just grab it and move it in any way that you want. And then, for example, rotate it. And then we could go to top view E to extrude, rotate it, I to extrude, grab it, rotate it, etc. And start to create some kind of weird tunnel thing. Man, that is some kind of caterpillar, I guess. All right, so now another really useful tool is loop cuts. A loop cut basically cuts a loop around your mesh. The shortcut key for that is Control-R. By the way, let me extrude this menu. Let me expand this menu right here. You can see that the same options are right here. We have extrude region right here, which is the same as we were doing before, except you have it as a hotkey or as a translation key right here. And we also have loop cut right here. But again, using shortcut keys is a lot easier and better. Makes your workflow a lot faster. Hitting Control, or you could see, we could left click, and it adds a loop. And when you left click once, you could move it around to decide where you want to position it. But if you want to position in the center, just right click, and it will position it right in the center. Let's try that again. I'm going to control our left click, and this time, I want to move it all the way to the side, and then control our left click, and move all the way to this side. And what this allows for us to do, it's really cool. It allows for us to add additional geometry. Now we could go into face select mode, by the way, the shortcut keys, one on your keyboard, not on the numpad one on the keyboard, to go in the vertex select mode, 2 to go into edge select mode, and 3 to go in the face select mode. Now you go to face select modes like this face, and let's extrude that like so, and we could extrude this one. And we can extrude this one inwards and scale it down or something like that. And boom, just like that, you could see we could get some pretty interesting shapes. So those are the two most used tools in editing. We'll probably use some more later on. But the loop cut, which is control controller, and the extrude, which is the EKI, and with just those two, and using GSR and face edge and vertex-like mode, you can start to create some really cool things, as you can see right now. We got a really creepy kind of caterpillar thing. In fact, let's select this right here. I'm going to hit I to extrude, right-click to deselect, and then S to scale down that extrusion. Do the same on the other sides like that. I to extrude, right-click to not move it, and then S to scale down the extrusion, shift left. Click both of these eyes and E to extrude it into the face, and boom. Look at that. And then on the other side, let's go to Edge Select, Mode Selector, Nadra here, and E to extrude that, and there we go. He's got some bunny ears or something, and just like that, we've created already a really cool but creepy little caterpillar thing. Sweet. So that is edit mode. Again, edit mode allows for you to edit the objects themselves. All right, I'll see you in the next tutorial, child, for now. Oh, whoa.